it's a quick summary of the ruling. I'll just point out the two main points, and that had to do with the individual mandate that 5 of the 9 justices agreed that the penalty that someone must pay if they refuse to buy insurance is a tax that Congress can impose under its taxing power. And secondly, they ruled on the Medicaid expansion, holding that court requirement that states comply with expanded eligibility requirements for Medicaid was constitutional, as long as states would only lose the new federal funds if they didn't comply with the new requirements, rather than with all of their federal Medicaid funding. And that was a change that they ruled to the original legislation. So today, the opportunity, of course, to stand with that majority of the Supreme Court in support of the CARE Act reforms that have meant so much to myself, to my colleagues, and many, many others that are here, as well as people all across the state of Connecticut, is really an enormous one, and we're very pleased. It does mark, in many respects, the beginning of a new era for us, because here in Connecticut, we can continue the progress that we've made towards full implementation of the law with the certainty that we have a strong federal partner. Connecticut is one of a handful of states that has really sort of taken it and run a little bit, putting us in a good position to meet all of the requirements of the law. And over the past few years, indeed, we've been an early adopter of some of these provisions, specifically the Medicaid expansion. We made certain that low-income adults who were formerly covered by a state program into Medicaid shortly after the law was passed, and the state's going to be able to receive a 100% federal match for these services in 2014. In addition, we implemented many of the Affordable Care Act prevention programs, adopting the law's initial package of consumer protections against insurance company abuses early on to help our residents here in Connecticut who've been working so hard to try to find and keep affordable health care. Connecticut also was one of a handful of states that moved ahead to, with legislation to establish our health insurance exchange. We did that in 2011, and we're on track for enrollment beginning in just over a year. It'll be in October of 2013. The court's decision brought hope to thousands, hundreds of thousands of families, really, just here in Connecticut, who stand to benefit as we go ahead with implementation. A few quick specifics. At least 70,000 low-income individuals, people making under $15,000 a year, will be able to get health insurance through Medicaid here in Connecticut. We estimate over 240,000 individuals will participate and receive benefits of purchasing their health insurance through the exchange, and that includes 40,000 employees of small businesses. Connecticut's uninsured population will drop by at least 170,000 people, and we believe the state will see a projection healthcare spending drop by about 10% between 2011 and 2020. And that represents billions of dollars for the state of Connecticut. So we're very pleased to be here and understand that we're better off with this decision.